Iran say they posted on Truth social media or
Iran posted on Truth social media. They signed up just for the content, just fucking troll.
Well, Iran then tweeted. They said Iran will not be bullied, and it's like, why did you plant that seed? The hate for Donald Trump is superseding all reason to the point where, like, I'm seeing it have this effect.
Well, I think that they're putting it out there because I think that they were honestly, okay, again, like Hezbollah is very close to Hamas. Hamas, you can say, is another funded organization of Iran because of the opposite of Israel. There's two factors here. There's Israel and then there's Iran. So Iran's funding these little organizations. That's fucking Hamas there.
Yeah.
So they're fucking funding these things in that whole area. Fuck, I forgot what my thought was there.
Do you think Netanyahu has his back against the wall real hard right now? He's like, oh boy.
No, I was getting at the whole thing with Iran where you were like saying, you were saying that Iran was like, oh, we will not be bullied. The reason they put that kind of thing out there is because it worked after October 7th for some reason. And I think it's because there's just been a rooted hatred over years and years and years of understanding that Israel's kind of getting favored treatment and they're essentially just the United States in the Middle East getting involved. All right, great. Can we just, like, at this point, if we're going to do this whole Middle East war fucking thing, can we just be like, Israel, you're not a fucking country, you're a state, you're part of the United States, fucking game on. Like, game the fuck on. Like, let's go now. Like, let's not give up more territory like we did with Afghanistan. We should have had a northern territory there. And just fucking run it through the mill. Because it's west versus east. It's one or the other.
Is that what they want?
Like, no, I don't think that they want that. I think they want everybody to stay the fuck out of it. And I think that Russia and China, with their communism, continue to promise them that, being like, well, you can be your own people. You can be your own thing. And it's like, no, you're still telling fucking Iran that they should need to walk out in a town square and listen to a communist thing. Like, you're still trying to get communism in Iran. Iran probably just wants to be fucking sheep herders, listen to the fucking Muslim Bible, Quran, and just being chill. They're never going to get that. It's fucking America or fucking Russia. It's one or the other. So, like, and we've been doing this since, like, before me or you were born. We were both talking about this with, like, Desert Storm and Desert Shield, and that whole era was, like, when we were born. And it was like, okay, fucking Russia invaded Afghanistan, I think, in 88.
Yeah.
It's like, so that fucking Fordo bomb that we saw on Hannity, why don't we just drop that on some people and just be done like we were with Japan? Because, like, Japan looking pretty cool right now. They're coming out with the PlayStation. They doing, like, did you see South Korea? They got, like, nice cars. Kia, Hyundai. They're, like, mocking, like, Tesla. They're trying to be self-driving, and they're also gas. It's like what America wants. You bomb somebody, and then they learn their lesson. If you bomb the fucking middle of the desert, I don't see a lesson learned.
With, like, retaliation, that is the thing.
If you murder 90,000 people in a town square, they're going to make a next PlayStation. There's like, look what happened in Germany. You fucking, you told Germany, no, you're not even allowed to have an economy. Builds a great car. Like, that's Autobahn.
Right.
What else did they do besides cars? I mean, the cars were kind of Nazi already. Germany come up with anything after World War II?
They haven't done anything.
They
were like the first ones to let too many refugees into their country.
That's their number one prize.
They broke the mold on that one.
We were the first ones.
Angela Merkel. What a baddie. And then people not like her so much.
And she's just like, bye.
Yeah. Just, oh, God.
Later.
What have I done?
Oh. You start talking about Angela Merkel. All right, okay.
So the thing with the U.S. and retaliation is there's this huge ocean in between us and everybody else on all sides. And so when we talk about retaliation, it's funny because it, like, we can say, like, oh, we're all gonna die. That's it. Bye. Had a good run. But it's gonna be Israel, like, paying the price.
Well, no, like, as Ted Cruz said, we can do a lot of things.
Can we?
As Ted Cruz...
Can we do a lot of things?
As Tucker Carlson then said, who is we?
Oh, fuck. I didn't watch that. And honestly,
who is we?
That was the thing I wanted to watch so bad. And that is exactly...
You gotta see it. You gotta see it. This is so good.
So I've never taken money from the Israel lobby. Have you?
Taken money from the Israel...
From AIPAC.
So AIPAC raises a lot of money for me, but it's actually a misnomer because the people who raise money are individuals. Right. So it's not the PAC itself, but they're individual members who believe in the American-Israeli friendship and relationship.
Is AIPAC a foreign lobby?
No, it's an American lobby. It's the AIPAC stands for the America-Israeli Political Action Committee.
What does it lobby for?
So, to be honest, not a whole lot effectively. Listen, I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate.
Great.
And I've worked every day to do that. AIPAC, a lot of times, AIPAC, I wish were much more effective. Like, they're folks on
what do they do?
Who are in the fever swamp of terrified of AIPAC. And AIPAC...
I'm not terrified of AIPAC at all. You're the one who seems a little uncomfortable when I'm asking.
No, not uncomfortable at all.
I'm just asking what AIPAC does. My understanding, having known a lot of people who work at AIPAC, is that it lobbies on behalf of the Israeli government.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's
when was the last time AIPAC took a position that deviated from Prime Minister Netanyahu?
All the time.
Name one.
Okay. Let me go back and give a little history. If you want to do a deep dive on AIPAC,
I don't. I want to do a shallow dive that gets... No. I want to get to the core question. AIPAC is lobbying for a foreign government. And it's not. It's lobbying for the United States.
It is lobbying for a strong U.S.-Israeli relationship.
Okay. So it's not, has nothing to do with the foreign government.
It wants America and Israel to be closely allied.
Okay. But it's lobbying on behalf of the interests of another country.
So that's not true at all. And if
it's not true.
No.
How much contact do you think AIPAC leaders have with the government of Israel?
No idea. I imagine some. I think the government of Israel is often frustrated with AIPAC.
Do you think there's any
not nearly strong enough?
Do you think there's any coordination between the government of Israel and AIPAC?
Do they talk? Sure. If you're lobbying for more U.S.-Mexico trade, would you talk to people in the U.S. and Mexico and the government? Sure. Like if...
So I'm not mad about that. There are a million countries that lobby Washington. I like a lot of those countries, including Israel.
But AIPAC are Americans, but not Israelis.
Hold on. There are tons of Americans who lobby on behalf of foreign governments. I know them. I'm related to some of them. I know how it works. I'm from here. So my question is not, is it outrageous that foreign governments lobby the United States? They all do, okay, including Israel. My only question is, why don't we admit that is what's happening? You're denying it, but it's true.
Yeah, and why aren't you're saying is false.
Why aren't they registered as a foreign lobby?
Because they're not.
The phone and use it's in Genesis, but so you're quoting a Bible phrase you don't have context for, and you don't know where the Bible.
Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things.
Of those who bless the government of Israel?
Those who bless Israel is what it says. It doesn't say the government of it, says the nation of Israel. So that's in the Bible. As a Christian, I believe that.
Where is that?
I can find it to you. I don't have the scripture off the tip of my... You pull out the phone and use the...
It's in Genesis. But so you're quoting a Bible phrase. You don't have context for it and you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology? I'm confused. What does that even mean?
Tucker.
I'm a Christian. I want to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two...
Hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded. It is. Okay.
And by the way, it's not run by Benjamin Netanyahu as a dictator. It's a democratic country that elected.
He's the prime minister,
right? But just like, America is the country run by Donald Trump. No, actually, the American people elected Donald Trump. The same principle.
This is silly. I'm talking about the political entity of modern Israel.
Yes, and that is.
You believe Israel. That's what God was talking about in Genesis.
I do, but
that country's existed since when?
For thousands of years. Now, there was a time when it didn't exist and then it was recreated just over 70 years ago.
I'm saying, I think most people understand that line in Genesis to refer to the Jewish people, God's chosen people.
That's not what it says.
Okay, Israel, but you don't even know where in the Bible it is.
All right, let's talk about the Bible. Let's talk about why people are saying this. Okay, so.
Give us the lesson, Kelly.
There was Jacob, and God loved Jacob because Jacob wrestled with man and God and won. He got God to think differently. I'm not so sure I'm right about that, but he was a special guy. That's how he got his name, Israel.
Oh, okay. So Jacob,
which
is the first angel thing.
No, he's not an angel. He's just a man.
Well, Jacob wrestles with God. How can he wrestle with God if he's just man?
Okay. What am I?
He has to be half man.
What are you, Tucker Carlson? I can't remember the story exactly, okay? But I actually can't remember what happened, but there was something that happened
Jacob is Israel. That is point. Okay.
Okay, so Jacob got the name Israel from wrestling with man and God and winning. Israel means I don't fucking remember actually. Man, boy, it would be cool if I did remember it and if I were prepared.
I can
bet the promised land, the land that God promised, he promised to the Jacobites. He promised to the Israelites, sons of Jacob. You see what I'm saying here? Jacob and his family. And the people in Israel, I don't know if any of them are Jacobites. I think they all might be Canaanites.
Oh, because Jacob and Cain. Wait, no, I thought it was Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
But who's Jacob then?
One of Abel's. No, not Abel's descendants. Sorry.
Cain's descendants?
I think one of Seth's.
Seth?
God damn it.
Who the fuck is Seth?
He was replacement child for Abel.
See, this is the problem with
Seth had Noah.
With this fucking
Noah had
bullshit.
some kids.
I just asked it a very simple question and gave me the most fucking ridiculous answer in the world.
Yeah. So, anyways, the promised land is promised to Jacob and the Jacobites, or Jacob, aka Israel, and the Israelites. Well, guess what? The nation of Israel is not that. God didn't promise a nation to anybody. People are leaning on that so hard. Guess what? DNA tests are not allowed in Israel. They're outlawed.
Actually, abortion is legal in Israel, but it's not entirely unrestricted. There are a few specific conditions under which a woman can legally have an abortion. Would you like me to explain those conditions?
Yeah, a little bit. Quickly. Do it quickly.
Okay, here's the deal with abortion in Israel. It's not totally straightforward. There are a few specific situations where it's allowed. Want me to break down the details?
No. Are DNA tests allowed in Israel?
Wait. Yes, DNA tests are allowed in Israel.
Okay, my bad. That was dumb.
Yeah, no.
We need the genealogy and shit.
So what's on your mind?
Can 23andMe be a thing in Israel? Can people in Israel do 23andMe?
That's a bit tricky. While DNA testing is used in Israel, it's mainly for things like criminal investigations. Companies like 23andMe don't operate there due to privacy laws. Did you have a specific reason for asking about 23andMe in Israel?
She is a anti-Semite.
No!
And she thinks This is some conspiracy theory where the government wants to hold DNA so that we don't know that the
He's
Jewish
fucking
people
setting
aren't
me up
really
for
Jewish.
sure, though.